everyone, welcome to another edition of Crowns and Screwery. Oh no, sorry, Skulls and Screwery. Skulls and Screwery. Son of a bitch. Goddamn. Alright, so welcome to a round of Skulls and Screwery where we're all gonna be pirates. Arr, pirate! Alright,
Arr,
so
matey.
first things first, thank you, Anne, for throwing that at me. Um This stream is not for anyone under the age of 13. If you are under age of 13, please get a parent or guardian's permission to watch this stream or this video if you're on YouTube. If you're under the age of 13 and you do not have a parent or guardian's permission to watch this stream or this video on YouTube, get the fuck out. Okay.
Fuck, shit, pussy, ass, motherfucking damn, bitch, damn, motherfucking ass, pussy, shit, fuck.
Cursing. Lots of cursing. Yeah. Cell keeps breaking up. Alright, so that being said, welcome to Pirates. Alright, my camera's fucked. Alright, if you had noticed, it's cold as shit here, so I am currently wearing the ugly fucking sweater of warm. Because...
Warmth plus 2.
What was that, Zippity?
Warmth plus 2.
Yep, warmth plus 2. Give a shits, 0. Alright, so there is that. So if you hadn't noticed, right now Ting Tang is not joining us this week, it looks like, and we also don't have Rain. Rain's in the middle of selling a house / moving, so there's some crazy shit going down with that.
Okay, Marshmallow, why did your name change to Marshmallow?
Ha! Funny you should ask.
Jerry's name is the Cult of Death now.
I was drinking last night.
I was about to guess either Marshmallow pissed somebody off or somebody was drinking.
I mean, he was a necrotic explosion for a while, and Jerry was a rat trap, and now he's the Cult of Desna and Marshmallow.
I personally happen to like Cult of Desna. I find it humorous.
There you go. That'll be more appropriate. Hope you like that, Cell.
Hey, I don't drink that often, but I thought we did.
You're drinking tonight.
I actually don't have anything. I don't have anything to mix with right now.
That's unfortunate.
I mean, I'd drink it straight, but I don't feel like.
Oh, hey, Ting Tang. Holy shit.
You're like, holy shit, I'm early.
No, you're on time.
You're on time.
We just got everything opened up.
Yeah, we just got everything opened up and started, and we did the stereotypical, hey, if you're under 13, get the fuck out shit, and did a bunch of cursing. Alright. What'd you... Oh, God.
What?
Ting Tang's name is now Flipcoin.
It's coin.
Who changed?
I think that was Anne.
You got it wrong. You got it wrong.
No, flip a coin. That's 50-50 chance he's gonna show up to game. We love you, Ting Tang.
Whatever. Okay. I don't know. Something happened and I don't see it.
Wally
so.
Fox. Okay, that works. That's more appropriate for this game. Alright.
That works
Oh,
too.
Real quick.
oh, I see. Okay, you put it
Ting
in.
Tang.
You put it in there.
Not Ting Tang. Zippity. So, down in your chat box, on Roll20, it says as, and you click on the tab and switch down to your character. So that way,
I did.
whenever you roll- okay. It takes a second to show up.
It's just not showing on the underneath the picture.
That's weird. Oh, no, it shows the picture. It didn't change his name for the chat.
That doesn't. That only changes the
Oh,
name.
oh,
Changes the
that's-
name
I know
on
why.
the.
It's, oh, wait a minute, that's weird. Did it change?
It's showing my player name, not my character name.
Yeah. You're still showing your
Change your
standard.
display name.
Whatever.
I just figured out how to change the names, and people are now
Can I
having
help
a
you?
little bit of fun.
I figured you know who I was, player wise, by the name below the picture where you
Yeah.
see my character name on the
Oh
actual
yeah, no.
screen.
It's just that way it shows up for the people.
Stop it.
Those people with that issue.
Yeah. It helps the viewers know who the hell you
Somebody's
are.
at my door. I'll be back in a bit.
All right. With that being said, yeah, you're not allowed to change Zippity's name either. Stop changing people's names, or I'm gonna have to shank you. Not like I'm going to. All right. So where we left off last game, the party had successfully arrived in Little Oak. Um, and they did a little bit of research into what was going on in Little Oak. Um, Runir went out and got completely and utterly shit-faced plastered, but he did discover the name of the leader of the gang, which he got a laugh out of greatly. Oh, excuse me. Which was where is it? I just had Hardock Bloodaxe.
Watch him be some fucking halfling.
Please, dear God.
So there is that. So that's where Rainier was. Delmer and his partner in crime.
What? No. If there's no witnesses, there was no crime.
There were witnesses that
There
survived.
wasn't.
Okay, you do know you were shooting fireballs at basically the gang members while they were on the street.
Alleyways, to be more correct. But
Like
yes.
alleyways, yes. So people on the street would at least notice there was a sudden flash of light and now, like X number of corpses.
Nope, no corpses, because they're now in my bag of holding.
Oh yeah, you took their bag. So correction. There was a flash of light, and then suddenly there's a big scorch mark where there were people.
Also, in case
Alright.
Bob asked, he does not know I have a fireball spell. Because he has not seen it personally. The one time I did do it in front of him, he was under deck and unaware of who shot it.
Right. So either way. Oh, excuse me. So that's what he was doing. I believe Scylla was going around asking some questions.
I intimidated some thugs.
You intimidated some thugs.
I am back. What I miss?
Nothing. We're just going over
Just
what happened last
recap.
game. And so Scylla found out a general area where the guys are participating in and doing their general thuggery.
And I relayed it to the group.
And you're related to the group. Miyuki, I don't think was there last game, so she's just hanging out in the bar playing music because money.
I like money. Yes.
Yeah, you like money.
I also like playing music.
All right. So where we start off game, in this case, excuse me if I could not choke on my damn lungs here. All right, and I need to do Saradreth. What's Saradreth's last name? I keep forgetting.
Obror?
Okay. Wait, you have it on the character sheet, don't you?
Yes.
Yep. Yes, you do. Excellent. Obror. Okay. And this is
Also, Jerry, do you want to change over your picture? Your mannequin's over there. I just realized I'm also fucking There we go.
Give me
Yeah.
a second.
I just realized I was fucking Reptalia.
Wrath to that Talalia over there.
Yeah, I was like, wrong
Shut
picture.
up!
Pull the lever, Crunk! Wrong lever!
Okay.
Why do we even have
Okay,
that lever?
change pictures.
Okay, so you see at the bottom of your text bar, it'll say as, and then it should say
Scooby Doo.
yeah. You just gotta click on that and then click on the other name.
Yeah, Ego.
As you look at Ruby's screen and
Ego.
you see 400 names.
Yeah, it's like, fuck. Actually,
you can
Thank
fucking
you.
sabotage us.
What was that?
You can sabotage us. You can talk shit about us behind our back.
I can be you.
Do it.
Like, watch. Give me a second. Let's pick Delmer. Boom. I'm Delmer now.
Oh no. Fuck, he knows.
Yo.
Raj, Rainier, Vishnu. Anybody who has a character sheet, I can become the character sheet because I'm the DM.
He's like, all right, so when's that doppelganger campaign gonna happen?
Mind control.
I own
Actually,
you
the better question is why hasn't it happened yet if you've had that power?
because I'm not evil or that evil yet. Identity theft is not a joke.
What do you mean? It's
I
the
said-
greatest.
I said in his chat, identity theft is not a joke, Jim.
No, imitation is the
Greatest form of flattery, yeah.
yeah, exactly. This is a joke.
Oh yeah.
So doppelgangers are a great prank. Problem solved.
Uh-huh. So y'all meet back up at your base of operations in this town.
Finding out that Rainier had lost the guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You also found out that Rainier lost the guy who told him this, which you did spend the night
Scouring,
looking for him, but you just couldn't find him because he had been grabbed by 3 other guys before.
Oh yeah, no, I did some crafting Creed shit on the roof to look for thugs.
Yep. All right. So the night was not very productive, sadly. After that.
Even though we located the 5 groups and then we hunted down the 5 groups? Question mark.
Yeah, you did hunt them down, but unfortunately they didn't have the dude.
Ah. Did I add them to my body bag?
Yes. Here's where we're gonna have some fun. Oh, also for the viewers, there's been some slight changes to some things. One, Delmer is no longer chaotic evil. He is lawful neutral. Because his story didn't make sense as evil, so we helped him out with that. And the other 2 changes, well, are about to come in. Alright.
Since we're in the tavern, I just thought of that. I thought we were gonna still be out in the street.
Alright, so you get back to the bar, you spend the night, and you wake up the next morning, and Sila is given a note. Alright. From Bob, essentially. Going, I have a job for you. And the note explains the job. And from what I understand, Sila will accept said job.
Yes.
And away she
Say
goes.
Goodbyes.
She'll say her goodbyes. And the job is for Sila and Sila alone. She cannot bring her brother with her, as her brother is too conspicuous.
Say the least.
So this job requires more stealth than anything, and your brother's kind of shitty at that.
Facts.
All right. So away she goes. So you guys notice that when you wake up in the morning for your breakfast, Sila is no longer at the table. And so
Delmer
now
has gotten a note.
Delmer's gotten a note that she had to leave, and Bob had given her a job, but she's not allowed to talk about it.
Oh, my love, why have you left me so?
Why have you forsaken me, my love?
All
Come
right.
back, baby.
God damn it.
I shall now write the songs of the blues on my banjo.
She ran off to be with Farage.
Oh God, no.
If you fucking edited that note, I swear to fuck, I would kill myself.
I'm off to go
Clever.
constrict me some
Anyone
rat
can
pussy.
drop their pants.
Oh,
I didn't know you were Lithuanian.
I'm dead.
No,
Okay.
that cut off.
Okay. So with that being said, in the morning,
Is this just like his fucking aura now?
Yes, it is.
It's pretty much.
We have that on SoundPad.
I know. Yeah, you know what? Go ahead and play it on SoundPad. It's better on that.
I got it.
It's Bob theme. Oh, why does your SoundPad keep breaking up there, Cell?
It has something to do with the connection.
Okay.
Is it?
Yeah, it keeps breaking up.
That's
Hello, Uncle Bob.
Yep, Bob comes in, and
Delmer assaults him.
and he's just like, "Good evening, boys and girls," and you'll notice he has 3 people behind him.
Evening, Bob. How's your time going? It's morning, my guy.
Question. Does he look annoyed at all?
Slightly.
What happened? And who are you mad at?
I make sure to cover my sunshot with my cloak before this happens.
Hides the guns.
Bob basically goes, "All right, well, first things first, let's get down to business, and then I can inform you of what's gone down." Standing behind him, by the way, is 3 people. All right, in this case, Cell, I'm gonna go from left to right on the screen down here. So, Cell, you get to describe your person first.
Hold on. This is just a joke. I think it would be hilarious.
Oh no. And we're not putting him in the cage.
It would just be so funny because he's not here.
No.
Someone has to take punishment and Delmer has to go do work. Okay, so, behind Bob you see a not short but not super tall like opalescent skin tiefling adorned with a lot of gold jewelry. Really stern looking, like hair pulled back from one side and wrapped around onto the left shoulder, and really bright gold eyes.
All right. So, and of course the clothing is nice.
Yes, I look like I belong in either a military or like upper nobility or a captain. I look like a ship captain.
All right. So there's that. Ego, you're up.
Okay. There's a very, very thin Eldar. He's a bit in the tall side.
Elf.
He's sorry, elf. Getting fantasies mixed up.
That's okay.
He
Unacceptable.
looks to be he looks to
Dishonor
be
on
half
you.
Dishonor on you.
Dishonor
Dishonor
your
on your
family.
family. Dishonor on your
Dishonor.
cow.
I almost made a fear bulk. Just gotta throw that out there.
He's looks to be half leaning on the big long staff he has, which excuse me, which has etched in it certain runes that seem to give off a slight glow.
So-
He go ahead.
She said so. Caster.
All right. He will be dressed in a blue outfit. He's got 2 books hanging from his hips. The belts that carry them seem to be oddly affixed, as if he seems to be thinner than he actually appears to be. He just smiles and nods to each of you, and that's it. Oh, his hair is red, his eyes are blue, and when you see him talking, he seems to be missing 1 or 2 teeth behind his fang teeth.
Oh, I forgot to mention I have white hair and a really big ass tail. That's what I forgot. I knew I was forgetting something.
All right.
At least I think that's all I need to say to describe him so far. Yeah, no, I'm done.
Okay. And then the third person, which would be Lorraine.
Correct.
Yeah, Lorraine.
Basically, when you look at me, you see a rather slightly tall female in breastplate armor. Her hair is black, it's tied back. Her eyes are kind of dark gray with a slight red tinge now and again to them if she looks straight at you. Her canines are slightly longer than normal. She looks very stern. You can see a holy symbol hanging from her belt. Um, you'll have to figure out what God is at some point. Um, she seems rather stern. Doesn't talk very much. Doesn't looks kind of slightly annoyed, but not hugely. She's right now she's carrying a lot of stuff with her. So she's got this big backpack on. You see a trident in one hand, a shield in the other, which is rather odd because you don't normally see people with tridents.
Yeah, it's not usually a thing.
I'm used to them.
Okay, you're used to them, but that's because you're dealing with different group of people.
I'm part fish.
Should I describe my weapons? Because I did not.
You can do that if you want. If they're easily.
The weapons you see is a whip and a cutlass.
Fits her so well, it's scary.
Right, Marshmallow.
Uh-oh.
Also, the character's she's very attractive, but she's rather gaunt.
She's very what?
Attractive, but gaunt.
Languages are linguistics,
I
and
haven't spoken yet.
yeah, she hasn't spoken yet.
I'm just kind of scowling over.
Oh, okay. I
the
thought you
group.
spoke. Sorry.
And no, I'm gonna save it. Never mind. No.
And the other thing is to identify symbols, knowledge, religion.
Thank fuck I have Jack of all trades.
Yep. So you can roll knowledge, religion, even though you don't have knowledge, religion.
Oh my god.
Well,
Wow.
damn.
Wow.
Ah, I see you prayed to this god on a Thursday night.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
I know your worship schedule. I know everything of
Jesus.
religious artifacts that you own.
He knows all your major holidays.
And I know that outfit is not acceptable.
Yeah. Alright, spill the beans, you fuck.
It's a religious symbol for Gozra, god of nature.
Nature boys.
Was there anything good or bad about it? We should know that he should know.
No.
So I lean up from the bedding I'm in and I go, I see a worshiper of gods or god. Sorry, I'm having a stroke today.
I'm sorry, I'm having a fucking stroke.
I see we have a worshiper of gods right here. That's very unusual for these lands.
She just kind of gives you a stare.
Just a fucking stare?
Yep.
Goddamn.
Well, hello. I go through quickly, introduce everybody in our party. I think Uncle Bob has informed you of what we're working on. What is he helping us with? Or are you going to be helping us, or are we just going to be staying out of your way?
All right. So Zippity, have you been given a rough description of all the player characters, like what they look like?
Slightly, some of them.
All right. So you got Rissa, who is
See below.
yeah, he can't see it very well. She is a blue skin, kind of almost near elven mixed with human look.
Part fish. Plus part fish.
Oh, dear.
A little bit of scales on her, but not really too heavily. If you do a little bit of research, you can easily see it's an Undyne. Actually, I could probably upload her picture too. Give me a second. Pictures.
I
So
believe
glad.
if you go to the character page, you can click on anyone and see their full picture.
Yeah, it's true. Rissa, Delmer, Graha, Lorraine, Miyuki, Runier. Alright, there we go. Oh, and Vishnu. Boom! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's the entire party. So anybody can look at anyone's picture. So Cell posted her character's picture, but you know, you've worked with her for a little while. Anne's character is the first one here, and this is Rissa.
I wear a little more clothes than that typically.
Yeah.
That was just the closest I could find to my actual character.
You've worked with Ego for a while and Saradeth. They've both been working under Bob's employ for some time, and you've been working with him as well. So that much you know. All right, they're not unknown people to you. This one's Delmer. He's definitely got gadgets galore.
I am a free spirit.
It appears to be like a tinkerer of some sort.
Oh yeah, definitely some form of tinkerer.
I can't wait till I make my shield generator.
I bet. Oh god, cracked Snapple. Jesus Christ. Freaking things are just like not having a great day for me. Like my shoulders and everything are going snap, crackle, pop.
Ego will look over at the Inquisitor and say,
And say,
well, if I didn't know better, I'd swear we were being teamed up. I think our employer's trying to either upgrade others or upgrade us. What do you think?
Excuse, what race are you? The fuck?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that voice, dude.
Are you human?
Yeah.
He's an
Are
elf
you-
who... He's an elf who tried out one spell too many and it backfired on his neck.
Are you sure you didn't get kicked in the fucking balls?
I'd say for now, dude, use your normal voice and use that every now and then, okay? Like, try to use it sporadically. Fair enough, Jerry?
Would this one be better?
A little. It's just, sorry, the last one was a little grating. And then lastly, for the newcomers, there is a elven gentleman at the table with patches of silver scales on him, drinking heavily.
I told you to lay off that shit until after we were done talking to Uncle Bob.
Nope. Glug, 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 glug.
What's it made out of?
The cup? And it,
Yes.
probably be a simple mug, so probably wood.
It doesn't come off the table the next time you pick it up.
Okay, he picks up the whole table and starts drinking from the cup.
The cup was also sealed itself.
He looks at the cup and kind of taps it for a second, punches a hole in it, and then goes back to drinking.
Note to self: replace all water skins with endless water skins shortly.
You do know he needs to drink to get his abilities.
She doesn't quite get this yet, and it annoys her to no end.
All right. So, that's what you guys see, and the Bob nods and goes, "In this case, yes, I want you both working together because, well, frankly, you're both attempting to accomplish the same thing, and I'd rather not have you, do the same work twice."
That's logical.
Now, with that being said,
Why are you aggravated? Because I've got a bad feeling about this, Uncle Bob.
If you must know, someone went around town casting some sort of spell to disintegrate people.
How unfortunate. Were they innocent?
I'm not sure. Witnesses only state that there was a flash of light and large scorch marks where there were originally people. No bodies have been recovered yet. Delmer, can you do me a favor?
What?
Give me a will save.
Hey, Will.
Will save.
Yep. I gotta fucking scroll down. Where is it? There.
That was
If
since
only I'd saved that for earlier. Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah, no, not bad at all.
That is a shame. If only there were some bodies to lead you to, the culprit.
Perhaps. Either way, the upside with this group compared to your last group you dealt with, Bob points out, is that the last group was trying to hide themselves. This one, not so much.
Yeah, sure. Not trying to hide themselves.
Well, for once, we have an idea of where they go at least once a week. This gang, called the Bloodspit Gang, as soon as I find my stupid notes, thank you.
I remember that gang was mentioned.
Yep. They are a bunch of brutes. They like to do extortion. And they really, really, really like to get into fights. And they have been kicked out of several establishments.
If I didn't know any better, I would have thought you were asking us to investigate them.
We are here to look at them, Delmer. Remember, one of these groups is part of the group that stole my father's booze.
Yes, the Dark
I
Shore
don't
Alliance.
care about that. I just care about my money.
That's how you get your money.
We need to find all the missing booze to get the money back.
Although I do realize something. How do you plan to keep your dear friend Rainier here from drinking all that on the way back?
He knows better than to touch Dad's stock.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
don't
drinking
know.
her shit. I ain't drinking. I'm not drinking the stock. I got my own. As he takes more swigs.
From the broken up flask table.
Yep.
I didn't do it because I him breaking Uncle Bob's table.
Bob just shakes his head and goes, "All right. Either way, we understand that this group has been problematic. If you could find evidence that they're part of this Dark Shore Alliance, then you know they're involved in the stealing of your booze." So it's up to you guys to determine if they're actually involved.
Sounds simple enough.
Can do.
Alright, excellent. And Bob will just kind of crack his knuckles and go, "Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go investigate this issue." And then he'll go and leave the room. And then look, as he's leaving the room, he'll look at the other thing and go, "Good luck." And he will pat Ego on the head.
I'm going to audibly sigh. And roll my eyes, looking back at the group.
Okay, one question. When did things start blowing up?
Last night.
Thank you, Uncle Bob.
And away he goes. And Rainier will basically get up at this point. Kind of stumble over to the new people and go, point at Ego and go, "You're a caster. I know that much." And
That's obvious, Rainier.
Indeed.
Delmer, you said you were looking at him. What do you know about this person? As he points to Lorraine.
Not much. All I know that he's a quite religious person.
She.
She's quite a religious person. Not
Have you
much
been
else.
drinking?
Me? Yes.
Always
Well,
drinks.
I
It's
love
his
that
default.
simultaneously.
Just a little. Not much. I don't know. How many are 2 kegs? Is that a lot? Not as much as my friend Rainier here. You should have seen him last night.
I just kind of put my hand on Rainier's shoulder in front of the two new people going, "This is his default setting. I apologize. He's not nearly as drunk as he's acting."
Ah,
You
don't
get
worry.
smacked
You'll get
upside
used to it. He's a blast.
Quit acting the fool. We know you're not this drunk.
That Rainier will smile and just kind of stumble back a bit and then go, "And you got a pretty set of clothing and a pretty sword."
Why, thank you, darling.
The fuck?
Why, I think you're being flirted with.
No, that's not him flirting. Trust me.
Yeah, but Aegis doesn't know that.
No, my character would make the comment to Aegis.
Oh, right, okay.
If you say
Also, sorry, I
so.
had like a drink in my mouth. I don't know what that
What in
voice was.
world?
It's like, okay, so elf, I'm guessing
The
tiefling,
roll.
and
Oh my God.
what are you?
I look human. Beyond the
Don't have
things I
eyes
already
that color.
explained.
Oh no, it's a paler human. That happens
With eyes tinged red.
every now and then.
Slightly, now and again.
It's like a color shift.
The eyes are a little bit bloodshot.
Yeah,
About
so just a bloodshot.
Druid doesn't register as human.
Well, you can't detect races from your class.
No, but it doesn't match up to human in my. It's like, you're weird, but I don't know what you are. Kind of thing is what's going through my head.
Coming from the half-bred fish lady.
I'm blue.
Racist! And check your messages.
Blue, not red, first of all. And
And-
if you ever say that to my character's face, she's gonna drown you.
And check your messages. Jesus Christ. You're just told to check messages. Discord.
Mhm.
They're at the very top on the left.
So, what do I notice? First time she spoke, do I pick up on anything?
Here's a question. Do you have any language, country language other than your home language?
Let's see.
No,
Who?
her.
Me?
Yeah.
I have quite a few.
Well, I mean, do you have any other country language?
I have Mead.
Oh,
And that
okay.
is the one I am currently fronting.
Okay, then yeah, she sounds like she's from Mead.
Okay. Damn, I don't have that. So yeah, I just wanted to confirm. The different countries, it's an accent, right? Not
Yeah,
a
it's an
language?
accent. It's an accent slash dialect. So like every now and then there'll be a few words that may not make sense.
Oh,
Alright.
similar to how like you have tap and faucet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like soda and pop.
Okay.
Like if you didn't if,
Or everything is just called Coke if you're from the South.
yeah, or Coke, yeah, or whatever.
I don't.
You could just
Ugh.
ask
Or
me
like
where I'm
subway
from.
or elevator and lift, which are the two different versions of English.
It's called a take me upper.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, it's like how you guys call what we call French fries, you guys call chips.
Yeah, that's a good example actually.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just a dialect difference. It's still the same language. It's just
We both have the word biscuit, but for us, biscuits are these soft, fluffy things that are more bread-like, where your biscuits are what we call cookies.
Yeah.
So,
Not cookie.
y'all ever hate whenever you can do an accent whenever you feel like it, and then when you really want to use it, you can't do it again?
Yeah.
I'm getting pissed. John's
Well,
getting upset.
Okay. So at this point, Rainier kind of just puts his hand down on the table and just goes, "All right, let's figure out what we're doing."
Rainier, you're not that drunk. Drop the act.
He's gonna go.
I know you're not that drunk yet.
I'm tipsy. I am buzzed.
You still don't have to act like this. Pull yourself together.
Okay,
Well, is it possible that this group that we're looking for may have caused the explosion that Bob was speaking about?
They seem to be the type that would more just beat the shit out of people and not explode things. I know someone who likes to explode things, and if I find out he's behind it, there's going to be hell to pay.
That's metagaming because you don't.
No,
know
I'm
me.
saying if I find out, because I don't know anything.
She doesn't. So far, that was not metagame. She's not saying it's your fault. She's saying if you're found to be at fault, she's gonna be pissed.
I do not need Uncle Bob pissed off. He is my dad's biggest buyer. Next to another country.
Well,
Yeah,
where should we
they
check
love
first?
shoving those balls up his ass.
You've all been here the longest. Where should we check first?
Well, we could try the Bloodspit people.
I don't see an issue with that one.
And by the way, God damn it, I hate when she's holding the button because it makes us echo. By the way, Rainier does have the equivalent of, I think, 3 drinks in him. I think it's 3
That
That
drinks.
wouldn't be tipsy yet.
What?
No, it's got to be the equivalent of 3 alcoholic drinks in him.
Dude, that's 3 beers. Rainier would
I've
not
got-
be tipsy yet with as much as he tends to drink.
So
I've got 3 double shot whiskey drinks in me right now.
So what I do
So-
is I take a small pouch of a water hide, and I point my rum gun in it, and I squeeze the trigger 3 times, thus turning it into a triple shot of rum. and I
Alright.
hand it to Rainier,
Have I?
and I go,
So I have seen
"Good for
Delmer
you,
pull out his gun.
friend."
Yeah, you just saw him pull out his gun.
So I saw him create alcohol using his gun,
Yes.
Yes, sir.
like a water pistol.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, what it did was he pointed it at a container of water and turned it into alcohol. He basically did a Jesus.
Does Rainier smell the potency?
Yeah, he's like, okay, I'm saving this for later.
Oh man.
So I'm going to assume that was magic he just used.
Yes.
Saradrith is looking at you extremely curiously.
Don't worry, my friend. There's a thin line between magic and technology.
Alright. Right there, Sarah Dress would go, that's a line that she has definitely heard in the Forge. Because Delmer would not be the only one saying that kind of a line in the Forge.
I'm gonna keep it to myself, but I'm just gonna keep an eye on him.
Alright.
Scared? I'm in danger.
I think we aside from it because I need to get a companion of mine out of the sky for eyes in the sky.
Be afraid.
Remember, I have a bird in both campaigns.
Mm-hmm.
You have a goat in one campaign. Thank you very much.
Let's not go into that. Just throw a little.
Oh! Oh, wait. Actually, hold on. Okay. No, we're good. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
I go outside. You suddenly see an osprey land on my shoulder.
Let's see. A nice bird you have there.
Very, and in a little bit, it's going to be giving me an extra set of vision so I can see around the city without having to go anywhere. Because I'm rather noticeable.
I know that feeling.
Yeah, like Rainier goes, yeah, I dare say that, we're all at least a little notable.
That's just because you have the reputation of being the drunken jackass who can throw holes into walls.
Details.
And I just look at and pretty much talk to it mentally because yay for that whole shtick with animals and your companion. And I just send it up flying to go hunt for that tattoo mark.
Alright, so the bird goes flying. What else does the party plan on doing?
I'll finish the drink I have in my hand, and then I'll stand up and I'll say, "Lead the way, Sarissa."
Is it clear who the leader of the group is?
Seeing as the drunk and the tech monkey both listen to the blue chick.
I'm
so it's pretty
technically in
clear
charge.
Who's the leader? Okay.
You are
For
kind of
now, until we stop, your dad doesn't pay us up, in which case then we're fucking leaving you behind.
Oh no, my dad will pay up with interest.
Ooh, interest, you say?
interest.
Now you've got my attention.
Can I do something though before we leave?
Do
Nope.
what?
Mighty concerning though. So yes or no?
What was that?
Concern.
I pull the right out of the bag.
Oh, the dedicated right?
Yeah.
Okay, what about him? What are you gonna tell him to do? He's just because he just sits there and looks at you like.
So I crouch down onto the floor and I pull my satchel to the front and I lift it up and I pull out this tiny 2-foot high creature from this bag and plop it on the ground and hand it 2 dead rat bodies. And I tell it, "Listen here, go make a homunculi for me, will you, buddy?"
I am even more interested.
I kind of raise an eyebrow.
I go, where did you get all this material and when did you do this?
Alright, now, in his defense, this little creature that he pulls out is a little bit shorter than a halfling, and it's made of clay. Alright?
When did you do this?
You think I sleep, gal?
Oh my god. Please tell me. Okay. Bob has already mentioned once about having to clean rat blood out of the carpet in one of the rooms on the ship. Was that your fault?
No.
Maybe.
Do I have to go bluff now?
Yes. Oh, sense motive was a 27.
Well, I'm fucked because I only have a
Oh.
+4, so.
Yeah.
YOLO.
Hi.
Delmer,
Yes, ma'am.
if you're gonna make a mess, do it on someplace I can at least make the earth eat whatever's left over so I don't have to explain shit.
I mean, it's not my fault. We were on a sex barge. It's clearly gonna be other substances there.
He keeps that place sterile! And no, it was not a sex barge! It was a pleasure boat. There's a difference!
Yeah, sure.
Yes, I'm sure! I know the difference! If you want to know the difference, ask Bob! Damn
Hey,
it,
Bob,
Delmer!
what's the difference between a sex barge and a pleasure boat?
He'll be more than happy to show you.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh.
Rissa is rather irritated right now, and because she's irritated, any and all of the wild or the domesticated animals near her are starting to get slightly agitated.
All right. Cell, I don't know how to answer that question. On the upside, I can tell you that he does speak with a Gustavian accent.
Okay.
I'm not gonna try and hide who I am.
Oh no, of course not.
So I tell the little guy to run up to the inn room, and I wait outside.
All right, so it takes the rat bodies you give him, and he just kind of goes running off like almost like a toddler with the corpses, and goes to build things.
Character is literally rubbing her temples, going, why do I always attract the weird? Why do I always attract the weird?
Listen, when we was at that tavern, you could have easily said, I'm not gonna approach that guy in the corner. But what did you do? You approached the guy in the corner, so this is your fault.
Ego will just look at you and say,
You were
I've
sitting
heard like
with
attracts
Sila
like.
and Graha.
Every time I hear Ego, I think of waffles.
Yep.
Cell, you're not making this easy. Give me a second.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to. I want to like piece together something that would
Yes, I get it.
throw somebody off.
I know.
Waffle boy.
Beautiful.
Wait.
Oh no, the poor Jerry.
You picked a poor name.
It happens.
It's amusing, but I think Eggo waffles are more of a U.S. thing, aren't
There we go.
Oh no, Lego.
That's the exact
Oh my god. God damn it. Oh. Oh.
I want to go out and I just want to start asking people questions to try to find out where our even better places to go would be.
I follow center dress since I don't really know everyone well enough yet.
Here, I'll do. If it will load.
All right.
Hello, please, can I have? Thank you very much. hello, I am new here and I am looking for groups.
Oh god. Oh god, Ego commercials have begun.
I'm sorry, it's too tempting.
Alright.
What a throwback.
Oh my god, yeah.
See, that's a really awesome one. Good job. I'm proud of you.
Now come on, crew. We gotta build a better future.
Ego will wait till the rest of you are clearly in the front
I'm
and
like,
Tego
oh, I've
on
gone.
at the behind.
I'm like talking to people, trying to find out information. Where can I go?
Oh, I know.
I'm
It's
like
like
going.
as you're exiting the room, he says that, and that catches your ear.
I'm gonna wait here
Give me a
to
second.
stay out of the way until you need me, or actually give me about 30 seconds.
Right.
I am noticeably anxious.
Yeah. What book?
I go, does anybody around here have an issue with cats?
Yeah.
Are we talking the big kind or the little
Hun.
kind?
The small house cat kind. Like small cat size.
Meow. Bring the meow out.
It's
I
like,
don't have an issue with them at all.
okay, I'm gonna catch a ride on somebody's back, and all of a sudden you just see me morph down into a tiny cat.
All right.
Well,
do
you
you
don't
have
see
access
that
to
every day.
your? You just have access to Discord right now, right? All right. I'll message you in Discord.
Meow.
My hand is numb.
Oh, by the way,
Ego will kneel down and sort of put his hand out as if to say, climb up.
here's a question. Ego, what was your arcane focus, by the way? Was that an item or was that? I think that was your staff, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. You didn't go with familiar. That's right. Okay. Good.
No.
I look at the elf and then just hop up on the tief, and then sit on the tiefling's horns.
All right. All right, Lorraine, go ahead and give me an intimidate check just in case they try to avoid the diplomacy shit. Jesus.
God damn, we got a scary boy here.
Girl, but yeah.
Boy as in BOI.
Oh, yeah, boy. Boys!
One scary boy.
Alright. You find out that the Bloodspit gang has been a little bit more aggressive in recent history than usual. So there is that. And as you continue asking questions, I'm assuming about them is what you're aiming for, right?
Yeah, like where can I find them? What if I want to join them?
Right.
What do they look for in recruits? Like I don't want to seem like I'm looking for them because I haven't all like I'm trying to like out them.
Right. All right. There for the most part, they have a once a week meeting. That is the easiest time to get a hold of them because they make it very well known. Where they meet in one of the buildings they own, and basically you fight all night long. It's essentially Fight Club.
Okay, so like punchy fight. So okay.
Well, not necessarily punchy fight. Like weapons are commonly used, and
Okay.
it gets crazy.
Okay.
But you're basically fought until you get knocked out or severely beaten.
Okay.
I poke the tiefling with speak with animals so she can understand me when I meow at her.
I'm gonna look at you curiously. I'm not used to this yet. uh,
Sorry, this is my shtick. This is what I'm good at. I'm also good at things that can beat the hell out of people. However, why don't we show up at that particular little event? Because if they're there, their boss should be there.
one would assume.
You do know that there is one bar that they tend not to hit up for extortion. So it's possible that they may have a connection to it.
Okay. What?
Why don't we check that bar out?
There sure seems to be a lot of pubs in this town.
This is normal. However, all you hear is meow, 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 meow.
Yes, this
The whole
is.
time we're going through this place, like I'm also like keeping lookout. Like I have that little book that Bob gave them,
Yep.
and I'm just like making sure that I don't fuck it up.
Do all 3 of them have the book?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been here long enough to also have half the symbols memorized.
I need to pull it out every once in a while whenever I can't remember what the symbol means.
Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna assume Bob has also wrote like some things to get owners to talk to us a little bit easier.
Yeah. Some of them will help you.
Okay. Well then.
All right. Give me a second. I thought it was like collection of generators. Da, 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 da. Okay. Maybe not. All right. All right. So you run into a place called. Give me a second. I don't want to name it that.
All the way back in the
slippery
Piccadilly
nipple.
moment.
Call it the slippery nipple.
The gleaming breastplate.
It's close enough to the slippery nipple.
Ha.
Wow.
It's just the breastplated nipple.
Yep. Give me a second. And upon entering it, yeah.
Did you really just play Chinook?
Yes.
I
So-
haven't heard this in years.
A cell. So, if anybody looks at me and you, it looks like the cat around your shoulders and on your head's kind of glowing. So they're probably going to assume you have a familiar of some sort.
Bet.
All right. So at this point, there are dancers. There's definitely a bard performing. You know, some sort of drum music. And there is a thick haze throughout the air, almost choking in a way. As you can notice, there are quite a few people smoking out of basically hookahs, like, you know, devices.
I'm sorry. I'm
Is this like a drug den?
Everyone's high as fuck.
Yeah, do people look like they're high, or is this just like shisha tobacco?
Or is it just tobacco?
It's just tobacco.
It's just
Okay.
Okay.
But you're fairly certain some of them are probably high as fuck.
Mead. Just kidding.
I'm like, I feel like this music probably embodies that, so.
Hashish.
All right.
Just wanted to throw out that I used to know all the lyrics to the song and the dance. I know the dance to the song.
Oh, the dance is easy. All right.
The version where it gets faster every time he says Tunic is the best.
Oh God, that would be
Mach
horrifying.
speed.
So with that being said, you guys look around. There's a fair amount of people here. And the dancers are definitely appealing, at least to look at. Both male and female.
So like belly dancer-esque kind of
Yeah.
vibe. Okay.
And there's both male and female dancers here.
Back.
What was the symbol? Like, what are the symbols that are in this place? Like, can we see them?
Yeah. The symbols are basically they're very open. There's not anything really crazy here. It's mostly
Pretty vanilla.
yeah, it's pretty vanilla. There's a lot of dance, a lot of entertainment. There's a lot of pleasure denial is something that they do. Where basically you get to see someone dance, and for the more private dances, they'll let you see more, but it's like very much the look but don't touch.
A general strip club.
Yeah.
Question is, do they look at us like strangely or anything like that as we enter, or is this like normal?
What's the general vibe when we walk in?
When you guys walk in, you definitely are a weird group. I mean, you got two elves. One of them obviously looks like he's got some sort of weirdness to him.
Or are they acting like it's bizarre that we just entered,
so-
or are they acting like this is just normal day to day?
On top of that, he's carrying a staff that's glowing.
Oh no, I'm talking about Runir. Like, you look like a normal elf. Runir's got like patches of scales on him.
Oh, right.
He's a fish person.
Because we are a rather different looking group.
Uh-huh. Than the usual people who walk in.
I look at the people I'm with, around, look right at Runir, and then hop down. After whispering to, I cannot pronounce your name, so
Just call me Sarah.
Sarah, that I look at you, meow, and then I just pretty much saying, I'm gonna go wander around because no one's much of a cat, and then I'll be back. I'm gonna see what I can find.
All right. So a middle-aged human comes approaching you guys. And she looks like she's also dressed fairly nicely, but it's obvious that she's not one of the dancers, but could have been at one point.
Okay.
And she goes, welcome. Excuse me. Welcome to the Gleaming Breastplate. My name is Nawaria Hassin. How may I assist you today?
So, as being the cocky bastard I am, I go up close and I go, "How much for a night with you, miss? I've recently lost my companion, you see, and I'm looking for someone to heal my soul."
She will smile and she'll just go, "Oh, my dear good sir, the rates can easily be attained from the gentleman at the bar over there. Unfortunately, I am no longer performing such services. I have retired from that part of the business and moved on to another."
Try to convince her. Try to convince her.
Yeah, what do I have to do to persuade her?
All right, Sarissa, what's that?
That's perception, because I'm looking around, snooping around, seeing what I can get my nose into. That no one's gonna question a random cat wandering around that came in with a bunch of magic people.
Would it be diplomacy?
That would be diplomacy, yes. Well, she's not impressed. She's like, "I'm sorry. Once again, I've informed you I no longer deal with that side of the business. I mostly deal with management, especially of the girls."
No,
I am
And the
so
please,
tempted.
I insist.
I am so tempted to have Ego help out.
Well, these idiots are being a distraction. What do I
He's gonna
find?
get us in trouble.
Yes, he is. All right.
Runir is smart enough to not let this happen.
No.
Fine, fine, I get it. You're taken.
I'm tempted to try helping now.
No.
Just to see what would happen.
No, don't.
I'm gonna pull him back with my tail.
All right.
Oh, hello there, Missy.
Oh, Jesus, what we got? Jerry,
think
you
that's
still
how you
have
can
a.
make a better
I was gonna
world.
say you still have a lot of spells to pick.
Yeah, we ended up starting the game before I was done, and
Just keep working on it while you get chances to. All right. Whenever you get a chance, just throw a spell now every now and then, because the better spells you have, the so on and so forth. All right. All right. So Anne does a little bit of searching, and she does see that in some of the private rooms, gentlemen with those tattoos, or those brands to be precise, are enjoying the show of a few select women.
Okay.
But here is where some things go a little awry. These women, some of them are performing acts that are not listed for the symbols of this place.
Like how bad is bad in comparison to the symbol that should be on the doors?
Well, for the most part, it's mostly like pleasure denial, fucking
Denial.
A, Christ,
Just say
denial,
edging.
yeah, like denial and all that jazz. But these women are pretty much being used like tools or toys.
Living sex dolls.
Yeah, essentially for these guys. Um, and these guys are getting away with more than what the normal customer would usually get away with in a place like this. Now, don't get me
Seems like
wrong.
there's some kind of pull.
Now, don't get me wrong. You can actually have sex in this place, but it's usually expensive. And
Does this look like it's their choice, or that this is what they've been instructed to do?
the second
Or
one.
forced.
Once I figured this, I'm back down and hop up on Sarah.
All right, so you're on your way back. You're on your way back. Got it.
I just wanna. I wanna eavesdrop. I just wanna go up to the bar and I wanna eavesdrop.
All right. Most of the people are just talking. They're commenting about the dancers, both male and female, the quality of the hashish. Um, some of them may actually look at the party members and recommend certain flavors if you make it look like you're here to at least investigate slash partake of the substance.
I'll join him. I'll join him. I'll hang out and I'll just,
Runier will
have
go.
conversation, just a general conversation, just hanging out with him.
Yeah, Runier will make his way to the bar and drink, but he'll drink his own drink.
But I want to like keep an eye out, like everything that's going on around me.
Uh-huh.
Watch the door to where like people come in and out of the back rooms.
Right. All right.
Once she gets back down to you, she's gonna tell you order one of their high-end rums and let me stick my nose in it.
All right. Give me a second.
And I'll like wave up my hand
Shit.
to get attention and ask for one.
All right.
I'll have to stand near the bar and kind of just stand there.
Runier's like, sandwich. All right. So you order a high-end rum. That they'll go, just one moment, and they'll pour you a rum, so on and so forth, and bring it to you. A gentleman who's in kind of see-through pants for the most part, obviously wearing pretty much nothing more than underwear and see-through pants, will come over, kind of bow a bit, and offer you the glass. In which case, another gentleman of smaller build will come over and kind of get on his hands and knees, and the gentleman will put the glass on his back.
I'll tip each of them 2 gold.
Okay. The gentleman who put the glass down will thank you and slip half of it to the man on the floor, which he'll palm it in his hand.
No, each of them get 2.
Oh, each of them get 2? Okay, so in this case, the gentleman who's standing will take 4 and hand the other one 2 while he palms it. All right.
I hop off and immediately sticks her nose into the booze after telling you get mad at me for doing this, so it makes it look like I'm screwing up stuff.
All right, give me.
I'm gonna make sure that like she does what she needs to do.
Appraise.
Like, get the fuck out of here, cat! Quit.
Wait, you speak cat?
Nope, but I poked her with speak to animals when I took my animal
Anyway, it
form.
wouldn't matter. That's how
Ah.
I yell at my actual cat to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I mean,
Little bitch, get out of my drink.
Now my appraise skill only works for booze.
Do you want me to appraise it?
No, because I've got a specialty and a.
oh no, let him appraise too.
Also, remember, there's a there's an extra plus if it's actually
Yes,
Ritsu
he's-
stuff.
Delmer has also had it.
Yep.
I see. It was 34 days ago. At 12 minutes.
This was recently switched from one bottle to another.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Ah, yes. I can still taste the barrel.
I know. All right, so you both would understand that yes, this is Ritsu rum.
I walk and look up at the bottles on the shelves. Do I see anything that has my family's logo on it?
Yes, there are some things here that has your family's logo on it.
Did this come out of one of those?
It looks
Was
to be
anybody watching?
yes.
Okay.
Okay. Delmer, can you give me a perception check in tandem with your appraise check? Now, mind you, you will get a. It went 5.
In tandem, so I don't have to re-roll.
No, you have to roll. Not you don't have to roll praise
Just roll
again.
a perception.
Roll perception.
What the fuck is with my rolls tonight? It's like good, bad, good, bad.
You are between the extremes. You either get really good or really shit.
Huh?
The night is a night of natural ones.
Apparently, Jesus Christ.
I have to pee so bad, but I don't want to get up.
I am actually so fucking grateful this fucking. I have such a high like fucking base stats. Like goddamn.
I know. All right, Delmer. You'll note that while the rum did come out of the bottles that do have the Ritsu rum marking on it, this rum is no. This rum definitely was not bottled in that bottle because it looks like the bottles are much older than the rum that came out of it.
All right. Am I aware that Seradreth is in communication with Sarissa?
No.
Okay. Then for now, I keep that to myself until we're regrouped at a more personal location.
Yep.
I'm just assuming that cat is Sarah's.
Yep. All right. With that being, oh, you know I forgot to do. Son of a bitch! I knew I forgot to do something.
I go back to the person I'm pretending owns me, kind of nuzzle, and just kind of almost pull it, try and get us to leave. Like, there's need to talk.
I'm gonna thank the group of people that I'm sitting with for the conversation, and I'm gonna thank my table server.
Yep.
And I'm gonna toss another gold at the bartender.
I'm gonna
Alright.
turn to Seradreth and I'm gonna go. It's time to go, lass. I'm a finger gunner. Pew pew.
She's just gonna shake her head and like, okay.
I like side eye you slightly, like Shiba side eye.
Yep.
Derp.
Yeah, and it's just like, all right, and Rainier will just make his way out.
I just kind of follow Sarah out, not knowing what the crap this kind of joint this really is.
I'm gonna explain it as soon as we get outside.
Eggle
Alright.
All what's going on.
Okay, so here's my
Eggle
question.
was by the door this whole time.
For the people who are in there, before you leave, I do need a quick question. All right.
Yeah.
Anybody who has a high dex and charisma, let me know.
Yeah, boy. have
I
both.
do.
All right. So Sarah Death and Lorraine,
No,
you don't count.
Miyuki.
You're an
I
idiot.
only have a
18
higher
would be good.
charisma, sorry.
Oh, Lorraine only has a high charisma. Alright.
Miyuki has both.
Oh, Miyuki has both. Okay.
Yeah.
I have a dex 18.
Okay. With
Well,
that,
same.
those who have a high charisma and high dexterity, the madam there will at least attempt to, while you're sitting there, make an attempt to try to recruit you as dancers.
Including me?
If your dex and charisma are both above 15.
Both of mine are above 15.
She'll at least make a passing attempt to do so. It won't be anything more than just like a passing attempt.
I'll politely decline, but be like, if I get down on my luck, I know where.
Yep.
And,
All right.
like, wink.
Fair enough. All right. So you guys get outside. So is Delmar gonna let the party know what's going on, or Vernier's like,
so
I don't know what hell happened in there.
So, we all walk outside, I'm assuming, and then I point down to the alleyway behind the tavern, and I hint to everyone, hey, this way. And basically, I tell everyone to huddle around, and I basically whisper to them that essentially those are not the most recent bottles, and the alcohol has been moved into those bottles.
So they're lying to their patrons.
I look around, hop off her shoulders, and switch to my normal form, going, that's not the only thing they're doing that's against the rules.
Oh, what did you find?
Enough for Bob to shut down the bar. And I know why. I can pretty much guess why the Bloodspits aren't going after it. They're being allowed to use the girls as toys.
Oh?
Yep. So we need to go.
I suggest you turn back into a cat, though.
That's my intention.
I just, like, hold out my arms.
Do we hear that?
Yeah, she was a person at that point.
All right.
And then you just see me morph back down into a cat.
Okay, so
My
now
arms
I
are
know
held out
she's the
waiting for
cat.
cat.
Okay.
Yep. So you guys know that the Bloodspit are here, and they are manipulating this bar.
So do we go back immediately, or?
Do you want to go back into the bar immediately, or do you want to go
To Bob.
to Bob? Okay.
Let's go to Bob, because this is one of those things I want him involved with, so we don't look like we're the ones causing.
Yeah, okay.
So we don't look like a bunch of thugs.
Yeah. All right. So with that being said, you head back to Bob. Bob is you go to Bob's office, and his second command, Darlene, is there, and she's like, "Oh, back so soon.
And I'm morph, so we have to go talk with you now.
Oh, hello would have done nicely, but so what did you find?"
We went to the bar that they're leaving alone, and I went to go do some snooping. You know, one of my little tricks.
Right.
I know why they're leaving the bar alone.
Okay, explain.
I went as a cat because I can get anywhere as a cat, and because nobody asks questions. They're being allowed to use the girls as toys.
Oh.
Against the rules on the doors and everything else.
Joy.
Oh, yeah.
I see. That's problematic.
Yeah, and since this is not our town, I want Bob's approval before we go put an end to things.
She's like, okay, well, Bob is currently busy.
I would figure, but you're second in command, so if you say go, it's go.
Yes. Well, you have go for now, and hopefully this won't cause too many issues.
You realize if we do this, it's gonna snowball.
More than likely. If there's violence involved, I'm sure you will have it corrected.
We will attempt to get any and all innocent bystanders out of the way. However, we will try to avoid collateral damage.
Excellent. Then that is all I require.
Please let Bob know.
I will. She smiles.
He's distracted, isn't he?
No, he is not distracted. He is busy.
Okay.
Stop doing schneef. Is that what the sniffles are for?
No, I'm got unfortunately a runny nose and it's being a pain in the nuts.
I'm just making a joke.
So let's retire, come up with a game plan tonight, and then figure out what we're gonna do from there.
Okay.
Oh. Oh. God dang. Sorry. Alright. So with that being said, let me think what the response is. So what are you gonna do tonight?
Should we wait outside and see if any of the gang members leave and get them then, or should we wait till while they're in the bar?
I'm afraid they'd hurt the girls if they're in the middle of things, because with what they're doing is against the rules. I intend on pretty much taking that place down.
So should we stake out the place and wait for them to leave, or
Rainier's like, I'm not against that idea.
And I don't see an issue, but that will also get a hell of a lot of attention to this little of ours. So if we do that, we then have to be ready to lay low for a few days until they have that meeting, and then go crash that meeting.
or is it maybe possible to trick them into coming out of the bar to where we're not as easily seen?
They're brutes. They don't care. They're gonna want to fight no matter where you are.
Stake your bird outside of it. Keep a watch. And let you know if any of them are coming out.
That's what I intended.
And then we just kind of lay low until the meeting.
I think that would be the wisest
I
idea.
don't know what's going on with it yet.
Ugh. So you guys are gonna wait.
I think that would be our best bet.
Alright. So you do keep an eye on the place, and you notice that, yeah, these guys come in and out at random intervals. They're not really, what was it? Wicked 4. They are, patroning the place, but for the most part, they are definitely utilizing it to their fullest advantage, not necessarily the owners. So that is something to keep in mind. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. So the evening does come around, and you come across several of the guys stumbling out of the place, kind of laughing. And you could use a perception check at this point, which Rainier's going to be doing that too. Reception 15. All right.
I still beat you.
I know, by 1. Anybody else doing perception?
I thought the bird was watching them. We weren't all watching them.
Oh, okay.
Give me a sec.
Um,
All
one
right.
second. Perception.
I see. Bird.
Yep.
Just see a bird. Yes.
Ah, yes.
Holy-
Flap, flap.
I'm a little preoccupied.
That's fair.
God, I wish I was a bird.
No, I mean she is like she's just like kind of busy.
That's
What
fair.
if I could make a bird mechanica? Bird suit. A birdie? A furry? Seems doable.
It's like I don't know. All right. So you guys. Oh, excuse me. God dang it. Give me a second.
Rolls are like killing me tonight. The actual fuck.
All right. Doesn't look like anybody failed it. Holy crap. All right. So as these guys walk past you guys where you're hiding nearby the place, like you're not all watching it, you're like letting the bird watch it, but you're still within, a short distance of it. You notice that some of these guys coming out have bruised hands, or in some cases, one of them still has like dried blood on his hand.
Oof.
I make the
So we
comment.
didn't hear
How long is
scuffling,
it
right?
until this?
What was that?
How many days is it until?
It's like 2 days
2
until,
days?
yeah.
I can't let them keep beating the hell out of those girls.
If you want, I can give them a less violent method of keeping them under wraps.
I think they need to learn a lesson.
Runir is obviously not happy, but he's quiet.
Hey, Rainier, you want to have some fun?
He kind of looks at you and raises his eyebrow. What do you mean?
Next one of them that comes out of there, have a bit of fun. You're gonna need to be a little drunk.
All right, fair enough. So then, go ahead.
Like in the 2 days waiting, can I please make something? Like go get the materials and make something?
Okay, what are you gonna make?
Um,
So, I will finish up preparations of something I've been working in the back. It is a gun that is less volatile than extinction, and is probably going to be switched over to my main weapon due to its less costly unity points, called the Extinction.
All right.
I'm sending Ruby the classifications on it now, so I don't get in trouble.
um,
All right.
I sneak back in there as a cat and go see what I can find about the girls to see if there's anything I can do or if there's anything I can do to get any of them out of there.
D12, 36. All right, doesn't misfire. Searing light.
Only against humans though.
Okay, only against humans does it not misfire.
Yeah.
Okay, and then it's searing light, which is great for undead. Oh, and then slay living. That's gonna be costly.
sense for them.
Alright, that's gonna take you a while to get done.
Well, that's why I got the 2 days.
Yep.
And also, every day, I've been telling Homunculi to make. This time I told him to make another right, and then on the second day I told him to make another Homunculi.
Alright.
Each.
Alright, fair enough. So they're making homunculi. You're working on that. Alright. For the most part, the 2 days pass uneventful. It only seemed like that one group was really doing that kind of crap. So it doesn't seem to be a common thing to occur.
Can I find the ones that are hurt?
Yes.
How bad is bad?
They do have a bit of bruising and bleeding, but it looks like they're at least being taken care of.
I play just a loving stray cat that just wants attention. And see if I can get any of them to pay attention to me so I can listen in on anything that's being said.
Alright.
Women, cute fluffy animal, someone's gonna want to pay attention to me.
Fair enough, fair enough. They are going to be talking about, in this case, mostly if they're okay, don't worry about it. They don't come in that often. Some hope that, those guys get what's coming to them. Stuff like that. And of course, gossip. Lots and lots of gossip.
And I listen to all of it happily while getting pet and belly rubs and cuddles from all the happy women for the fluffy.
Because for all they know, you're just a talking cat.
Not even a talking cat.
I just meow at them. They don't understand shit.
Yeah.
So for all anybody in there knows is girls now have a new pet.
Yep.
Best cover in the world because I am getting fed and then I'm getting loved on and I get to hear everything, including shit. There's more of them here.
Yeah. Yep.
The other reason I did this because if those guys come in and get really violent again and shit hits the fan too bad, I'm gonna start casting spells and Rainier is gonna start breaking through a wall.
Alright, so with that being said, the 2 nights pass relatively without incident. You do get some more information on some of their members. They still have quite a few of these guys around town. And basically, in order to join the Bloodspit gang, you have to fight in the ring and last long enough to impress the leader or his second in command. If the leader's not there.
I nominate Rainier a tribute.
Yes. That's what I was gonna say.
Hey Rainier, do you want to have some fun? We'll give you all sorts of things to make it easy. Yeah.
Does it have to be melee combat?
They are very much into big, strong guys.
But can I use gun?
No.
No.
Can I pretend to use my fist? But just have like my gun under my sleeve and go fireball! Poop!
They're not big into magic.
Fireball.
Well, no, it's not magic. It's just my spiritual energy.
No.
It's his
I've
key.
got
He's
so
he's a monk in disguise.
my key is just so big I shoot out fireballs.
Is that our plan to try to infiltrate them?
So, the general idea I think you guys are going with is using Rainier as a distraction while you deal with the rest.
Is the boss gonna be there? Like, are we gonna know what he looks like?
He
Is it gonna be
is
obvious?
he is commonly there, and there is an obvious seat where he sits above the rest, usually with a couple of select women uh, at his side.
Do we have a layout of this place? Has anybody seen it yet?
You could go to it. It's like during the day. No one. It's like, oh, it's almost empty.
Okay,
go
I
check it
wanna
out.
go get a layout of it.
All right.
Get some.
So basically, it's like a big dirt ring that's sunken into the ground, maybe about a good 10 feet, like 5,
Okay,
10
so
feet.
it's like a crucible.
Yeah, and then there's kind of like like an area where people can hang out above it that can jump in. And that's about maybe another 15 feet in diameter uh away from the pit, essentially.
So is this an outdoor area?
Indoor.
Indoor. Okay.
Okay. Like I'll be building the map next game.
Okay.
Or actually I could probably build a map now, to
I'm
be
just
brutally honest.
looking for any area that I could easily get to for like ranged attacks. Essentially.
So we're gonna throw Rainier into the ring, have him fight all the underlings, and we're gonna go after the big bad while he plays distraction.
Yeah. Alright. See if it lets me find a dirt pit. That's kind of good. Nope, that's a square. Alright, circles it is. Alright, I'll draw it. It's not a big deal. Draw shape. Uh, Dirt plus dirt. And alright. Well, so you got this. And I'm trying to remember how to do this. It's Alt for circle or ellipse. Okay, so this. I'm gonna put that on the layer, the map layer. Alright. So you got like this kind of a circle here.
Okay.
That's the initial pit.
Okay.
And oh wait, I gotta do this in reverse. Never mind. So give me a second. Alright, so that's the outside pit. Then I need a darker color. Ah, that's not what I wanted. It's making changes to that. You pain in the nuts. Okay, so we go that. The next draw shape. We want to go U plus U. And boom. Alright. So that is the kind of the inner ring area. Alright.
Okay.
And then up here.
Needs to be yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Give me a second. It's up here is where he sits, and so on and so forth.
Okay.
Alright? And this is kind of like an indoor area. There's not really any seats, and there's not really, except for his seat up here.
Is there a rope around the ring?
It is a, like, do you mean the pit, or this
The
little...
pit.
The pit? No, it's just sunk into the ground some.
Is it
Okay.
a single level building?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we going after him right now?
So, yeah,
We're
there's a...
probably not going after the guy this week, considering the time. We're probably just setting up and getting ready for when we decide to do this.
Because I have some good ideas.
Alright. So, and it looks like generally, it looks, like possible contestants hang out in this little circle here.
Okay.
And the actual fight happens down here. Alright. Out here, it just looks like people could stand, and there's like a wooden fence around this little area right here. Like the outside of this ring is a wooden fence.
Okay.
The best way to describe how this place is kind of set up, If you ever seen the Sherlock Holmes movie with Robert Downey Jr.,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like that setup where people are standing, could yell, things of that nature.
So things are thrown into the pit. There's no way out of the pit other than climbing up the wall.
Yeah. And there are gates in this attached to this area that go from out here to in here. So basically,
So,
yeah.
How big is the building outside of?
The area is 120 feet wide and is 120 feet long, so it's relatively a square.
Okay, so this is the whole building.
Yeah, this is the whole building.
Okay.
Yeah, this is essentially what you're seeing. You can easily see that there's some remnants of the last time this was used. Like there are just some scuff marks everywhere.
Trash.
Trash. Like they don't seem to care for it much. This building's only really used during that one event
Okay.
every week. The rest of the time, they don't even put guards on it because there's nothing in here worth value.
Okay.
So the question then becomes, what is the party going to do with this information?
I am going to hand Rainier remind him of that triple shot rum flask.
Yep.
And then I'm going to gently nudge him into the pit.
Well, there's nobody here.
When we get there, beforehand, I am going to juice Rainier with every buff spell I have. And then the rest of the party and I are going to go after the leader, and Rainier is going to 1v however many underlings there are. We love you, Rainier.
So in essence, what it sounds like we're going to do is we're going to wait till they actually have the event, have Rainier participate in the event. We'll do other things as
we
me
should let him get in there a ways. Let's let him like fight a little bit.
fight a few of the beginning stage
Become a crowd
guys.
favorite.
And here's the question: do we need the person on the stand to be alive?
Well, my
Like
plan,
up here?
Sorry, you mean the leader?
Yeah. Do they need to be alive?
That's a
Anyone?
good question.
Sarisa,
I'd say yes, because they're the leader, and therefore they're bound to know more than the people beating the shit out of themselves.
we can drill them for information. Drill him for information.
Do we know roughly how tough there would be?
How what?
How tough they would be?
The
Well,
leader?
let's just say this is a salty spittoon.
You know, if you do some more research, you would find that this guy, like I said, uses an axe, and he does get very angry. So I think you guys have at least figured out his class and his race.
Well, since he's going to be surrounded by some women, what I could do is I could disguise myself via the spell as one of these women and make my way up to him. What
Right.
you want to do at that point is up to you.
All right.
I was just gonna shut. I was just gonna
While
double
hanging
tap
out with the
shot him in the
women,
face.
while hanging out with the women, do I find out anything about the group of women that's normally with? Is it from this bar or is it from somewhere else?
Somewhere else. He keeps a personal stock.
Okay, so he
Can
probably
I figure out where they are?
They don't know.
My character is now nosy.
I mean, the party could try looking into to see where his base of operations is when it's not this point of the week.
So in the time that we're waiting, to go to this and to go shut down that other bar, has Bob come back? Have we talked to Bob?
You can talk to Bob between this and that.
So we've told him what's going on.
Yeah.
And he's basically said the same thing. Okay.
Yeah, he's just like, okay, that's interesting.
So is he going to shut down the bar, or are we interfering?
He's gonna wait and he's gonna let you guys deal with this problem first, and then he's gonna deal with the bar.
Okay.
Because he thinks that if you handle this problem first, it might solve the bar problem.
Also, while we wait, I'm gonna go back to the original bar, the bar of problems,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna go back to the lady.
Oh God.
I'm gonna try my luck again.
But Bob, if they are doing this now, don't you think someone else is just going to come along and that owner's going to look with it again?
He goes, normally yes, but it's easier for me to correct the issue after the source of the problem is gone.
Fair enough.
And he'll smile and go, all right. So the question then becomes, my little young friends, what is going to be your goal? Because he's curious now.
Should we determine where this guy's located first, or go after him at the arena?
Let's also find his base, just so if we do off him, we can set free anybody he may be keeping captive in his main base.
Well, if we can capture him alive at the arena, we might be able to question him on where his location is.
I feel like Rainier would be the best one to do that. To be asking around for questions if we're gonna put him in the pit.
Yeah, but he's not very good at that.
We can send someone that is with him and
Are we
have,
using Rainier
have
as a
the quote
distraction?
unquote bitch do the talking because she's, more. I don't know. I had somewhere I was going with that, and then I lost.
Are we mostly looking for Rainier to be a distraction or to take care of the pit guy? Or is he going to be the
We'll
one
use him as a
finding all this
distraction, but
information
see if
out?
we can find out if there's any other way we can find this guy. Like, say we don't really get the best opportunity to handle him here, we need somewhere else that we're able to do it.
All right. Well, you could attempt to find his base of operations.
Okay.
So it depends on how you go about doing that.
I mean, we could try to question people again, but if we keep asking questions, something's gonna happen to us. Then if we show up there, it's gonna be like obvious.
Or they're going to get spooked and we'll never find out where they're at.
Yeah.
So what is the plan of attack? How are you going about asking these questions?
I sort of feel the need to just stop the women from being beaten up as soon as possible.
Yeah,
I agree with
probably
that.
all for that.
And the thing is,
I mean,
he isn't hiding much, so it shouldn't be too hard to find it. And if we have his name, we can see if there's any houses registered to him.
I mean, I wouldn't.
or we could
I wouldn't be
just
using my
walk.
mob boss name when my taxes.
These people are not that bright.
That's true. I mean, Bob, what do you got?
He goes, well, we could look into that. Let's see what we got. As he cracks his knuckles and thumbs over his books. Um, he goes, so you're looking for Hardock Blood Axe, yes?
Yeah, that's the name we found.
It doesn't look like there's anything under his name. And they're like, well, what is what would, if I was him and I wanted to hide where I was, I'd probably have one of my underlings own the property. So at this point, I would like to request a diplomacy check for gathering info.
Use some diplomacy.
Oh,
All right.
strong point.
Yeah,
Charisma is my dump stat.
charisma is your dump stat. Alright, so with the 23, you'll find that there is no Hardock blood axe in this town. But there is a Miranda Grissom who owns a house in this town.
Okay, so we report it back to Bob.
Now, for some of you who have been in the party for a while, you might have forgotten this name.
Miranda was the one from the other town.
Yes, Anne just remembered it.
But Miranda.
That's the bitch from
The
that
first
bought
town.
that bought the other people.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
She was the leader of the Scarlet Ghosts in the first town.
We didn't find her, did we?
No.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't know this, but
Yeah. But Delmer, Miyuki, Rainier, and Rissa know this.
Oh, what
That
name is it?
Miranda Grissom, she was the
Yes.
leader of the Scarlet Ghosts, the gang from the first town.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Sila off Miranda?
Nope. Sila offed her third in command. Because second in command is working for your dad now.
Oh yeah,
yes.
because Miranda ran.
Yeah, Miranda disappeared.
Miranda ran. She was the one in charge, and she just vanished.
But there is a house in town with her name on it.
Does anybody mind if I go play rat for a little while?
Good luck.
I wouldn't recommend it, fam. I might fucking turn you into a homunculi.
Alright. So you go
I'm gonna go investigate a house.
Alright, so you go check out the house.
As a rat.
Alright. So Anne goes to check out the house as a rat. You're in the house for maybe 10 minutes before someone tries stomping on your ass.
Rat runs, like
Yeah.
rats do.
There are quite a few guys in there, including a half orc.
Yep.
And there's several women in there, dressed all in usually provocative clothing, except for one.
Miranda.
Miranda is here, isn't she?
There is a woman who is talking to the gentleman, but you couldn't hear enough of the conversation before someone tried to stomp you.
So Miranda's here with Hardock.
Yes.
I that's all I needed to know. Scurry on. So I have a better plan.
We burned
Beat
the
New
some
house
plan,
heads.
down.
guys.
Burn
New
the house
plan. We gotta go now, though.
Beat some heads.
down. Let's go.
Miranda and Hardock are here.
So
After you, my good lady.
we're gonna play for an extra 2 hours.
No. We're saving this for next week.
No.
We're gonna take down the house.
Or well,
Oh,
not
boy.
this next week, but
Just excellent.
oh, it'll be the week after next, but whatever.
Bless you.
No pit fight, but we're gonna go take through a house.
Yep. All right. So the party gets to plan for a house break-in.
I'm going to go in as small and till I can get someplace where I can do a lot of damage real quick.
I say we do it
What?
at night, so there'll be less chances of being seen.
We should go pretty much almost as soon as I get back to you guys, so then Miranda doesn't disappear, And
Again.
Hardon gets to go somewhere else because Miranda's already ran once.
Again.
I say we swarm the place.
Yep.
Surround it and stop anyone
Literally.
from getting
Swarm the
out.
place.
Anyone who does try to run, we simply have a few things set up for them.
What up, Faraj? Missed you.
Were there multiple entrances?
Not any more than a normal house would have.
So back
Front
door,
door,
and
back
front door.
And some windows.
Mirages, boys.
And some, basic windows.
Well, I
That-
can
that
stay
aren't glass.
outside and watch a door from about 6 feet away.
I can make the back door exceedingly hard for them to open before we even go in.
That works.
Or you could just trap it.
Not warp wood. I can melt the door into the wall.
So what we do is you send in swarms of rats and then you warp both of the doors shut.
Problem with
Or
that is...
I could just summon fire elemental into it and warp both doors shut.
That works too.
I thought you were trying to capture this guy alive.
But we kind of want him
I was gonna say
alive,
that.
get him information out of him, and hand him over to Bob. Because I really want to hand Miranda and this guy both over to Bob, but I don't want to know what he does to them.
Just kill him. They're bad people.
Because Bob is going to hear this, and Bob is going to hear us all kind of leave in a hurry.
Bob, come help us. As we run
He's
around.
probably going to show up right near the end, just because I know this asshole, and I know he's probably going to appear, giggle, and we're all going to shit a brick.
Or take credit for himself. Thank you for all the hard work, but I was the one who did all this.
Oh no, that's not Bob's style.
Bob doesn't like being the one who gets the attention.
He's only showboaty in the bedroom, right?
Yeah.
It's at times like this I miss Farage just to make Bob uncomfortable.
Bob's never uncomfortable. He is comfortable in his own skin.
Bob gives no fuck.
Alright.
I'm gonna roll one more time.
So did I get with the lady in the bar?
Nope.
A 22, really?
She's retired.
Yeah, but I can still
Okay,
have private
hold
time
on.
off duty.
All right, wait a minute.
You're
I'm
trying to
gonna help
seduce
you
her.
out.
Jesus. Alright. So, doing XP, let me double check something because I want to make sure I got this right. So, apparently Cell keeps rolling dice.
No, I dropped that one. I am trying to roll it, but I dropped the wrong one.
Alright. And what's the next one? 71,000. Alright, so
Was Runier up to have some fun?
yeah, he is up to beating some people up. Yeah, Runier is totally down with the idea of just beating the everlasting bejesus out of somebody. Alright. So, with that being said, I do have some good news for the party.
We leveled up.
Yes, you did. You guys are now level 9.
Yeet.
So there will be some leveling in the next 2 weeks. This does mean that Lego my ego there is got some more spells to pick.
Oh no.
God damn it. I'm not even... I hate you.
You picked wizard. Blame your.
Yeah, bitch.
Wizards are
On
coming
my
up with
Rolling Wizard hat.
I didn't... I picked Wizard before I realized how many goddamn spells they had.
Uh-huh.
not just that. You gotta choose what spells you know for the day.
Oh, that'll be easier. Well, the way I designed his sheet, that's a lot easier.
Gotcha.
So it's not as much of a problem. It's just picking the spells are always entertaining.
Yes.
So there's that. So next week is Crowns and Screwery, where you guys finish taking the fortress.
Indeed.
So fun times there. Hopefully Rain will be back. He may not be. We don't know. I know since we're done taking the fortress, Tang Tang, you're calling it quits on King, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we did have a question. Why did you select King and not Pirate for the game to drop?
Um,
I'm just curious.
just I'd say it was just because it just saw where the drop off point in King was like it do. And I didn't know exactly where I could do that in
Pirate. Okay.
Pirates necessarily.
All right, that's fair. Just was curious why you selected that. Let's see what else is there going on next. Monday is multiplayer Monday, where we are going to go kill the Ender Dragon. Which Zippity, you have a job. By the way, Anne, do you want a?
Not streaming Wednesday. I am claiming Wednesday night.
Okay, give me a second. I know, I know. Just give me a second. Hun, quick question about Monday. Do you want a short bow or a long bow?
I don't care. Do they work the same?
One does more damage, but you move slower when you draw it back. The other one lets you move a little faster when you draw it back, but doesn't do as much damage.
What's that get me killed?
Okay. You're not going to be taking damage either way. Your armor is going to be.
Don't care.
Well, you might take some damage from like the magical portion of it, as it ticks away. But he's eat some food every time, and you should.
Yeah, so you shouldn't be dying. So do you want to do more damage or draw faster?
Let's kill the SOB quick.
Okay, so more damage. Longbow.
Okay.
Alright, so she gets a longbow and she's getting the nano armor. So there's that.
She's gonna do the armor that you had before.
Yeah. So Cell Marsh, be prepared for Monday.
Well, for what do you mean?
We're gonna go kill
Oh.
the Ender Dragon.
Oh yeah.
So there is that.
This should be fun.
Jerry, hopefully you can do it without your computer melting down.
Well, I mean,
hope
me and Marsh can
so.
definitely cover getting the cages broken.
Yeah, because he flies around a lot and fires a lot of fireballs and all that crap. And then we gotta go to the top of pillars and destroy all the little things. So yeah, it's graphically.
Yeah. My
Me and Marsh can definitely cover the pillars.
Yeah, what I plan on doing is I'm gonna set up a base of operations, which will have chests with food and ammunition. That's kind of what I'm gonna be focusing on, is getting that taken care of before. No, we will have all the food and ammunition we'll need, because I'm filling the diamond compartment thing I have. I'm gonna use that to hold food and ammunition, and it holds.
I could make beef.
What was that?
Could make beef Wellington.
Okay. I'm gonna basically just mass produce arrows, bullets, whatever else we may need. Because I'm using the relic pistol. That's my primary weapon. I will not. If anybody uses the relic pistol, do not make any ammunition that seeks down targets.
Oh man, too bad I already
I'm
made
probably-
an entire inventory worth.
I'm probably just gonna. That's what I.
Okay. But yeah, it sounds like Marsh and Cell are gonna be destroying crystals. Jerry, you're gonna be shooting at the dragon. Just don't look at the Enderman.
Wear a pumpkin
I won't.
on your head.
Or yeah, or you could wear a jack-o'-lantern on your head. So there is that. Because if you're wearing a jack-o'-lantern on your head, it doesn't count as looking at them. Don't ask me why. So that's gonna be Monday. We're gonna kill the Ender Dragon. Wednesday, Anne says that she's claimed ownership of me for this Wednesday because it's her birthday.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Yep. and we'll
Happy
be
birthday.
and we'll be crossing a decade threshold.
30?
The dirty 30.
I'm not allowed to say what it is.
Well, can't be 20.
It's the dirty 30.
Yeah, and I'd be robbing the cradle if it was 20. So either way, so there will be no Wildcard Wednesday next week, and then we'll have Crowns and Screwery next Saturday, where you guys take the fortress, and then have to defend it. All right. So that the only other thing to announce is once again April 20th, doing that stream where I'm giving away a bunch of free games. Come check it out. Other than that, that's all, folks. So toodles.